Good morning, traders, and welcome to the opening trade on ALAS. Before we get started, don't forget to first read and understand our disclosures found by both link and text in the description of this video. All right, let's take a look at the current sim account balance. Here we go, simulated the opening trade, cash value. Growth will be the same here after any manual or automated trades, and realized will be after the fees are paid. Make sure you understand and know your fee schedule from your provider. That way you can be an informed trader. Let's take a look at the back test results from the last 3 years on these 4 automated trades we could potentially see fire off later in this stream today. The first one will be on the Dow. Here's our start and end date. Here's our max drawdown, gross loss, and the total net profit. 2 minutes later, we could potentially see the Russell 2000 futures fire off as long as the trade indicators have been met. So here's the start and end date, max drawdown, gross loss, and total net profit there. And then 2 minutes after that, we could see 2 automated trades take place as long as their trade indicators have been met. And the first one we'll look at is NASDAQ. Here's our start and end date, max drawdown, gross loss, and total net profit. And then for the Russells, here is our start and end date, our max drawdown, gross loss, and total net profit. All right, so let's take a look at our chart and see what happened yesterday after we left. Okay, so yesterday's start is roughly around here and goes through to here. Place on the chart. How to get the chart there? All right, now let's take a look at the Russell. Yesterday, roughly around here to here. Here we are on the Dow. Yesterday starts around here sometime, goes through to here. NASDAQ. Yesterday to today, and you already see today is done more in its range than it did all day yesterday. And the day is just getting started. So, should be an interesting day. All the charts have been that way. Yesterday was here to here, and you see that the S&P 500 has done twice the range of movement than it did yesterday already today. All right, so let's take a look at the calendar. So today, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, the CPI month over month came out a little less than forecasted. The CPI year over year came out less than forecasted. And the core CPI month over month came out exactly as forecasted. It is day 3 of the IMF meeting. At 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, we will see the crude oil inventories come out. It is day 1 of the G20 meeting. At 1:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 10-year bond auction report comes out. 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes are released, and the balance federal budget balance is released. So then tomorrow we will be on the lookout for the core PPI month over month and the PPI month over month and the unemployment claims at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. It is day 4 of the IMF meeting tomorrow, meaning today's day 3. It is the natural gas storage will come out. It's day 2 of the G20 meeting. And the 30-year bond auction will happen tomorrow afternoon. And then Friday, we'll be looking for the core retail sales and the retail sales, both month over month in import prices. We'll have FOMC, member Waller speaking Friday morning, and there's more reports coming out Friday, but the one we're looking out for is the prelim UOM consumer sentiment. Okay, so the charts on crude oil here is Russell 2000 futures, Dow Jones futures, Nasdaq futures, S&P 500. Okay, so let's take a look here at the news. All right, Goldman Sachs trims price target on sterling check to 16 from 18 and maintains the buy rating. And they also lower the price target on Innova's Technologies to $4.50 from $7 to maintain the buy rating. All right, mortgage rates are too high to move. Here are 4 stocks that benefit according to a money manager, blah, blah, blah. All right, JP Morgan updates LG display to overweight from neutral. Air Transit expands operations in the French market. U.S. yields hid after lower than expected inflation data. COE Bailey says bank reforms work, but questions about liquidity buffer. It's less than 2 minutes before we see the New York market open. Natural gas edges down as mild temperatures limit demand. Inflation report keeps store open for another rate increase. Energy stocks gain pre-market today, and the dollar drops as inflation is below economist expectations. Walmart is filing for a 5-part note offering. Size is not disclosed. And the Canadian dollar gains ahead of Bank of Canada decision as investors cheer U.S. data. Vivaxis announces the appointment of CFO and board changes. That's all we've seen this month and as of late. So it's not surprising. We have less than a minute before the markets open in New York. All right, the New York market has opened. So here's crude oil. Here's Russell. Uh, I forgot to say, but I did do, is I make sure that I have my chart on a 3-minute candle. I make sure I'm on the right account here, and I make sure I'm on the right strategy. If I don't do these things, I will be sitting here wondering what's going on when things aren't doing what I think they ought to be doing. All right, so We would like to thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. We greatly appreciate it. Our systems are automated and they are live when enabled by the user. They run in the U.S. equity futures markets, and free trials to the automated trading systems are on our website at theopeningtrade.com. We also now have indicator driven discretionary or manual trading systems on our website, so check those out. That's pretty interesting. Don't forget to read and understand all associated risks listed on the website and in this video description. In 5 minutes before we will see our first automated trade possibly take place on the Dow Jones futures as long as the automated trading indicators have been met. So, our automated trading systems are totally user friendly. So, if you want to fine tune it to get results that are more in line with what you're looking for, you can totally do that. It's really user friendly. All right, inflation stays stubbornly high. CPI shows even as prices rise more slowly. And sugar rally pauses after reaching highest since 2016. Luna Innovations wins contract for industrial battery storage monitoring. Gold charges higher as bets for Fed pause gain ground. ExxonPetrol named Richard Roa Barrigan as the CEO. And American Tower Corporation says CEO Thomas Bartlett's 2022 total compensation was 18.3 million versus the 16.1 million the year before in 2021. The first candle has closed since the market has opened. So for crude oil, there is no manual trade because when we're above the 200 period EMA, I want to see a red candle and a red line and a red line. So it's still making its pull above, which means for me, don't take any manual trades. And I would like to give the automated trading systems a chance to fire first on these four charts on the bottom. So this is the Russell. The first one we would see would be in less than 2 minutes on the Dow, then 2 minutes later the Russell, then 2 minutes later the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 as long as those trading indicators have been met. So the automated trading indicators are 100% user friendly, so you can fine tune them to get out what you need from them. Future Dow enters into definitive merger agreement with Metal SkyStar Acquisition Corporation. Financial stocks advanced pre-bell today, and structural inflation is defeated. Core seems sticky. Let's see here. Dorman launches 250 new repair solutions for ICE hybrid and vehicle, electric vehicle powertrains, including 75 aftermarket exclusions. More trouble ahead for Turkey's lira as elections loom. So the strength of the lira in Turkey. started on Hillian, holding to $1.75 from $2.50 and keeps the sell rating.
Order submitted.
All right, so let's see. Here, I don't know why my computer's not talking, but we went into an automated trade on the on the Dow. Um, so we didn't hear it because I don't know what's wrong with that part of the computer, but we knew it was coming and we looked for it. So we're in an automated trade here on the Dow Jones Futures. In less than 2 minutes, we could potentially see a trade fire off on the Russell 1000 futures. All right, so let's just we're gonna be keeping our eye on this. We're hoping for another candle like this one. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think so. All right, futures. See if anybody said anything. Anybody said anything? All right. We have less than a minute before our next automated trade could fire off as long as the automated trading indicator has done that.
Order submitted.
Okay, so the Russell fired off in an automated trade. Maybe um nope, I don't know how to fix the sound. Well, alright, that will be a later problem. Okay, so we'll just keep an eye on the time. So we're seeing an automated trade here in the Russell. Here we are in the Dow. Um, they both are doing very good. Crude oil still making its pull above. It finally got one red indicator above the 200 period EMA, but it's not enough of a red indication because we need 3 red in order to make a strike. Actually, I shouldn't use bowling terms, so because that could confuse some of you. My bad. All right, so we need to see 3 red in a row in order to make a manual trade. All right, so oh no, what happened in the Russell? What is going on over here?
Order submitted.
See if the all right, S&P and the Nasdaq. So now we're in 4 automated trades. So here we are. And crude oil is, again, it's not in a place for a manual trade. Thank goodness, because we got these 4 rolling. And that's enough for me to feel comfortable at this time. So the most important thing to do is make sure that you read and understand all associated risks listed on the website and in this video description. Also, Make sure that you don't make choices that make you feel uncomfortable. Try to leave your emotions at the door and trade sticking to a game plan, right? All right, we might get stopped out on the NASDAQ,
Order filled.
and we did. It lost. It's all right. Hopefully the Dow and the Russell and the S&P will be able to correct the NASDAQ.
Order filled.
Hundred got stopped out. Uh, so let's see what's going to happen on the other two. We're going to see a lot of volatility if you haven't noticed so far in the chart. Unfortunately, had my stop loss just been a little bit wider there, we would still have been in a trade there, but that's okay. We're still into automated trades here on the Dow and the Russell. And maybe they skyrocket. So 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, the crude oil inventories will be coming out. JP Morgan managing directors asked to work from office 5 days a week. With their giant paychecks, yeah, make them go to work. I feel like they should have to go to an office when you're getting all that money. Emerson Electric is to acquire National Instruments in an $8.2 billion deal. Fed minutes is the Fed minutes to detail policy debate in wake of the U.S. state failures. TransAlta raised to outperform at credit whoopsie on high Alberta power prices. The price target is raised to a
Order
Canadian
filled.
$17. Alkaline Water gets a new Kroger distribution deal. U.S. regulators playing catch up with Tesla forced Detroit herd on the street. Tesla focused Detroit. Oh, okay. Don't know what that means. Alright. And the Russell got stopped out in a loss. And so we're down to one. And hoping for a rocket. Alright, so Canadian shares advanced ahead of Bank of Canada. Scotiabank reinstates wheat and precious metals that sector outperform with a $60 price target. JP Morgan, Autodesk, H&M, and Workday join Frontier by purchasing carbon removal. Maxim initiates Alzmend Neuro at buy with a $1.50 price target. If you're hearing that chirp, that is a different computer. That's not this computer. So that would be another person. All right, so let's hope for a rocket. Come on, shoot the sky, rocket. All right, what is happening in these other markets since All right, so S&P's on its way. Nasdaq fell below the 200 period EMA. We're still hanging in there on the Dow. Russell's on its way down, and the did you clicked on the chart? Let's get that correct. Okay, and like I said, when there was just this little tiny bit of red, it wasn't enough red to do a manual trade. And with the crude oil inventories coming out at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, we don't want to sell before that. Like, we don't want to sell. Plus, there is no manual trade indicator viable at this time anyway. Well, we did get a rocket on the Dow, but it is going in the wrong direction, unfortunately. All right, let's see if anybody said anything in the chatteroo. Trying to keep an eye on that better. Sorry if you've said things in the past and I've missed it. We are working on it. All right, National Time Media poised for rebound as theater attendance returns. TSX opens higher on a softer U.S. inflation and focus on Bank of Canada rate decision. Brazil's cocoa privatization is getting closer. So we're still in an automated trade on the Dow Jones here. Third Point Globe looking to take insurance firm Serious Point private. Okay, let's see here. Myrid Genetics, Simon Med Image team up to launch genetic testing program for cancer. Northland Capital Markets downgrades Energy, Vitesse Energy to market perform from outperform, and the price target is $23. Humble announces the launch of merchant payments via major credit cards. So we see people trying to figure out the CPI inflation report, and the markets are kind of wackadoodle, up, down, up, down. They've already seen more today movement than they did all day yesterday. Hopefully, these people reading the reports can figure it out. Get this going. All right, what's happening in other markets? Crude oil, no manual trade, which we wouldn't really want to be in one anyway, because crude oil inventories come out 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. So Russell's very close to the 200 period EMA, so there's nothing to do there. Still in an automated trade here, and Even though the candle is currently green, we know it's an open candle, meaning that it's not its true color until it closes. Also, meaning look at the other indicators, it's still making its break below. Alright, same here. Okay, so where were we? Here. Here we are. On an automated trade here. So we'll be watching this. Alright, it's trying to make its way. Hopefully it does. Got a long hill to climb at this point, so hopefully it can make its way up that hill a little bit. Alright, let's see, maybe there's something fresh. Oh, alright, so in an automated trade, watching our automated trade here, let's take a look what's happening in other markets. S&P right on the 200 period, EMA, NASDAQ below, Russell's just is right there at it. Crude oil is still making its pull above. In about 37 or so less minutes, crude oil inventory report will be coming out, I think, by crude oil inventories report coming out 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Today is day 3, all day of the IMF meeting. Alright, we're finally seeing a rocket. Although it be small, we hope it expands into a massive rocket. I'm calling my candle a rocket today. Don't know why. Probably watching too much TV. Okay, this is why we were hanging in there. And this is also why we didn't move up our stop loss, because we thought on the S&P 500, if the stop loss had just been a little bit bigger, it would have stayed in the trade. So today we chose not to move our stop losses at all and let the automated system do its own thing 100%. We set our parameters. We're okay with the parameters we chose. All right, so we're hoping that this Dow shoots up to the blue bar. Maybe it's a teal bar, not sure. Whatever this bar is shows up blue, teal, mint. Not sure. But whatever it shows up on your screen, this is up here. So we're still waiting for this candle to explode. But I don't know. Let's look at the crude oil. Crude oil still making its pull. We'll see what happens. When that crude oil inventory report comes out, huh? All right, come on, people. Read the CPI report. Get it. Get the numbers in your head. Figure them out. And get in some trades. Let's do this. Oh no, it looks like our candle is losing its steam. Well, JP Morgan adjusts the price target on Anaptys Bio to $31 from $32 and keeps underweight rating. JP Morgan Chase adjusts the price target on MGM Resorts International to $55 from $54, maintaining the overweight rating. Oh, they also adjusted the price on Archer Daniels Midland to 85 from 87 and keeps the neutral rating. Brazilian stocks are at a near 7-week high. Qualcomm raises dividend to 80 cents from 75 cents a share, and it is payable June 22nd to shareholders on June 1st. India government says CCI approves acquisition of certain stake in BTS Investment One. Bodhi Tree Systems VCC by NBC Universal Media. All right, back to JP Morgan. They raised the price target on the EOD resources to $144 from $139 and maintains the overweight rating. Commodities market impact weather and storm systems setting up to make changes. The storm systems are setting up to make changes. Breezeline prepares for emerging talent for future tech careers. U.S. stocks open higher after cooling inflation data. Etrius wins a 1.3 million traffic data contract from Utah Department of Transportation. Back to JP Morgan, they adjust the target on Moderna to $140 from $145 and keeps the neutral rating. Waymo vehicles pull over in California due to fog. YPFSA report. Starbucks says augmented reality technology integrated within cash rebate systems. MD Bio Wellness, the doctor's brand, becomes an officially trademarked brand. U.S. Bancorp is to install new CFO and leadership shuffle. So what do we see? We always see this at the beginning of the year. We always see a leadership, after that first quarter, we always see the leadership shuffle happening out there. And I think that is good and healthy for companies to, be keeping an eye on things, making sure. We're still in an automated trade on the Dow. We're hoping for something other than what we're seeing. All right, Morgan Stanley downgrades Jefferies Financial Group to underweight from equal weight and adjusts the price target to $27 from $28. Chorus Entertainment strength will come from TV ad revenue recovery. Noni signed binding MOU with a Part 135 air charter company to acquire 100% unknown MTY Food serving up 4% in gains as reports of the quarter one diluted EPS of 75 cents in the record system sales of 1.4 billion. Back to JP Morgan. We read this earlier, but we'll read it again. The managing directors were asked to work from the office 5 days a week. I only think that's fair. Like, how weird. Go to work, meet your boss. Ah, he ain't here. What? And why are you, right? All right, let's see here. We're still in our automated trade. We're hoping for some candle movement towards our blue mint line. S&P bouncing off the 200. NASDAQ on its way to the 200 EMA, which is the big white sewing line, jagged line, dotted line, whatever you want to call it. This big white fat line. All right. Russell is right below 200. Crude oil might finally be on its way to coming back to the 200 period EMA, knowing that the crude oil inventory is going to come out in less than 27 minutes. So we need this guy to be a big guy and to make up for the other trades that were not big guys. All right, we're watching this automated trade, hoping it skyrockets to the moon. Okay, let's take a look at the other charts. Here's crude oil. Here's the Russell. Russell. What? There we go. Russell. No? Okay. Crude oil. Here's the Russell. Here's our automated trade. We've been in forever. We're still hanging in this Dow Jones. Here is the NASDAQ. If you see the range it's moved was incredible today. Day's not over. S&P 500 is trying to pull above. Okay, so we'll just be watching this one for a few, for as long as it takes, apparently. Alright, so we'll just be giving it its time to do its thing. Alright, so we're still hanging in there on our automated trade there on the Dow Jones futures. So what's happening in these other ones? Let's take a look. Here's crude oil. Um, Still making its move before the crude oil inventories apparently come out in less than 52 minutes. NASDAQ is pulling up. S&P 500 is pulling back up. So come on Dow. Pull up, pull up. Okay, okay. Let's check to see if any of you have something to say. Nope. Alright, let's refresh this. Moni signs a binding MOU with a Part 135 air charter company to acquire 100% of Moni. We already saw that. Bancorp Incorporated announces strategic decision to sell its mortgage business. You have a mortgage with the NC Corporation. You might see some changes. All right, all right, Bank of Canada sees its GDP growth at 2.5% in 2025. EOS Energy Enterprises Incorporated announces a $40 million registered direct offering and concurrent private placement. Toyota Motor North America Company and ZTE Energy announced Toyota's enrollment in My Green Power. Mid-green? Mid-green? My Green Power, I think that's what it's supposed to say. And the Bank of Canada leaves its rate unchanged at 4.5%. Intel Foundry and ARM announced a multi-generational collaboration on leading-edge SoC design. Nickel 28 Capital Corporation adopts shareholder rights plan. Biogen exercises an option to license Denali's antibody transportation vehicle program targeting amyloid beta. So that's pretty exciting. All right, the Bank of Canada sees the GDP growth at 1.4% in 2023 versus earlier a 1% estimate. The GDP growth at 1.3% in 2024 versus the prior 1.8% view. Environment Minister supports the call to recycle and Earth Rangers in bringing battery recycling contests to Ontario elementary schools. Okay, so Bank of Canada lists the GDP growth target for this year and lowers it for next year of 2024. Panavant Therapeutics is to present at the New Jersey Annual Partnering Conference, BioNG, BioNG Annual Partnering Conference. Oh my gosh. Redwood Software deepens secure file transfer capabilities with the release of Cerberus, Cerberus STP Server 13. Celis and the Old Brewery mission partner to provide healthcare and support services to Montreal's homeless community with the launch of Health for Good mobile health clinic. Airline stocks tumble on the soft profit outlook. Bank of Canada sees inflation reaching the 2% target by the end of 2024. Let's take a look at the calendar. Out. Crude oil inventories will be coming out in less than 18 minutes. All right, about time the Dow is finally moving up. What's happening in other charts? Crude oil, Russell, Nasdaq, S&P. Of course, we're talking futures here, everyone. Futures, futures. U.S. consumer price gains slow and underlying inflation is still hot. FDIC officially blames SVB demise on management failures and says tougher rules are not the answer. Berkshire Sterile adds non-destructive weight checks to their low loss bill line. Octrix Ocut RX acquires a 25-year FDA and high reliability manufacturing company to advance capabilities for medical devices. About time, come on. Some of these things are very rudimentary. All right, let's see here. Bank of Canada leaves the rate unchanged at 4.5%. Yep, that MicroStrategies. $4.2 billion bet on Bitcoin and profit. Well, here's what Bitcoin. All right, we don't care about Bitcoin. Not on the. Escalent acquires C Baseball and Partners. Mel Printing adds a second Canyon Vero Print IX just months after the first IX install. More bond trades run aground last year. All right, so we're finally made it through all of that, and we're finally, hopefully, our long wait will pay off on this automated trade. There is less than 14 minutes before the crude oil inventory report comes out. Retail sales seen down 5.5%. Purpose Investments announces name change to its Purpose Global Climate Opportunities Fund and fund to be named Purpose Energy Transition Fund. Somebody's having fun with words. NFI expands Class 8 electric truck fleet in Southern California through the Jet Seed program. PVC shares raised 7.6% after the S&P credit rating upgrade. All right, we're finally seeing some movement in the right direction. Candle after candle, that's what we want to see. We hope that it keeps on going up. We're still seeing our automated trade on the Dow Jones keep moving up. This is what we've been waiting this long time for. All right. Take a look at the other markets. All right, guys, I'm going to step away from the computer. This will be running. I'll be here in the background. We're going to watch this automated trade for a while, and we'll be back. Still here, we're still watching this. We're still letting automated trade do its thing. Electricity bills still soaring. Blah, blah, blah. Electricity bills still soaring amid gasoline price relief. Goldman Sachs trims price target on gold-based below on whoa, wrong word. On Coinbase Global to $40 from $42, maintaining its sell rating. Stocks embrace the cooling U.S. inflation data and the dollar falls. And right now is when the crude oil inventories are coming out. Never would I have thought I'd still be on here this morning at this time. So let's take a look. What is it? Still waiting for the number to come out. Apparently our provider is slow. And here we go. Crude oil inventory is coming out. If you're looking at the crude oil, you see some movement. Russell sitting on the 200 period EMA. Nasdaq just finally broke above it and is maybe on its way back. Same with S&P, might be trying to pull down to it. We'll see what happens. And we're still in an automated trade here. Oil inventories came out. That report is out. So that news will be being digested by all of those who are watching that. All right, we will leave the stream on to see this automated trade and see where we land for the day. We'll be back in a bit.
Order filled.
Stopped out, so let's take a look here. Gotta pay those fees. All right, we'll be here tomorrow to see how the markets fare. Have a great day.